Hey, welcome into Learningway Seed 2. This time we're going to the moon, probably. This is a flag set designed to expand upon what we did in Seed 1, but also keep it, a little bit on the easier side. We're still going to get a lot of good stuff going, but first we've got more objectives, and we don't have to do them all. So we have 8 objectives total, but there's only 6 to get the crystal. We still have to beat Zeromus. The one objective that is standard on this flag set that was created is to conquer the Vanilla Murasame altar, so the very bottom altar on the moon. If you're not sure where to go or what the stats are on that, go ahead and check out my K-Moon walkthrough, which I will try to link to at some point in here. And then we have to open the Troy Treasury with the Earth Crystal. So we get the Earth Crystal, go into the Treasury, and turn that in. We have to get Fusoya. We have to rescue the hostage on Hobbs. We have to complete the antlion nest. We have to trade away the rat tail. To get the big whale, we have to get Rosa. So we don't need a lot of key items. The darkness crystal is not guaranteed to be necessary because you only have 2 things that require it for what's here. So going to be pretty possible. We're definitely going to be doing antlion very early. But the Earth Crystal, the Hook, and the Rat Tail, and the Darkness Crystal are the only ones that we know we need. Fusoya is going to be underground somewhere, or could be behind the Sand Ruby. So let's go over the rest of the flags too then. We have K, Main, Summon, Moon, and Force Magma. So we're going to get the Magma Key in order to get underground. We do have key items at any of the normal spots, excluding Mayabs. So pretty much if you fought a boss that gave you something in the vanilla game, you're going to do that here. We still don't have to do anything like Antlion Cave, or the hook route bosses aren't going to be a thing. We also don't have no free on for the K checks. That means we do have a key item at Bedward. And then passes in a shop. We have standard characters, so we are going to restrict Fu and Edge. That's part of C standard, that Fu and Edge are gated behind a key item check, so they could be at Baron Castle, they could be underground at Dwarf Castle, because those are both gated behind key item checks. Could be just on the Lunar Dais, like Fu is normally. Could be at the hook route. And also with C standard, no free. That means there's one of everybody and one person gets a second instance, but with no dupes on, we won't be able to actually take them into the party. Depending on how the key items fall out, we might not ever know who the dupe is. We'll see. We do have J abilities, so we get Bluff and Power. Those are the main ones you're looking for with J abilities. It's one of the reasons Palom is very strong and helps Yang out a lot to get power. We have T Wild and S Wild, so we don't have free shops like we did last time, but we can just pick up stuff. We also do, if you look at the bottom, have no adamants turned on, so we can't get adamant armors, but there's still plenty of other good stuff, not gonna be a big deal. With T Wild, S Wild, you generally want to lean towards Zerkers, because they get going faster and a little bit easier to manage. Without the no free on, you're not going to buy tons of Bacchus wine right away, but you get plenty of money out of T Wild. So we should be fine. We'll loot a bit. Try and it's one thing to learn to stop looting when you have enough. It's hard to learn what is enough, and that is a sliding scale for everybody. It will change over time. Your enough will go lower and lower and lower. That's part of the beauty of learning the game too, is like learning what is enough for you now and then trying to work so that you can have, so that less is still enough for you. And also maintain that you know how to go really fast when you get strong stuff. A lot of cool stuff there. But we have B standard, we have Alt Gauntlet, and we have Wyvern. So Wyvern means that Wyvern will not do an opening Mega Nuke or an opening Mega Nuke alternative. Will just go straight into the Reflect Self and Nuke You script. Actually, in some places can be more dangerous. It's a little brutal because it's so much faster to get to the nukes. You normally have a lot of time to set up for Wyvern if you're able to survive the opening Mega Nuke. Or this, if you're what is sketchy for the fight changes a little bit with Wyvern. E-toggle, so we can still turn on encounters if we need to. We might D.Machin, might not, who knows. We have G-warp, we have life glitch, we have sylph glitch, and we have back row glitch. Warp means that we'll want a warp caster for Dwarf Castle, so we don't have to do the Luca key. But beyond that, not too important, but that can be very important in a race context. Not too important if you're just playing and learning where stuff is. So if you kind of skip out on that when you played, don't feel bad. Sometimes it's even their flag sets where you get a more limited character selection, where you actually do want to just go ahead and do Dwarf Castle anyway before you get a warp caster, or even before you might not even see a warp caster ever. So you kind of have to live with some choices there. And we don't have warp on too often in more tournament-oriented flag sets, but definitely it crops up now and again. We get a basic kit, so we don't have to do super simple shopping for like a couple of star veils and for curative. We can just kind of get going. No adamants, like I said before, is turned on, so no adamant armors. You can, if you really want to, farm pink puffs because they do drop adamant armors directly, even if no adamants is on. But be ready to do this for hours. Otherwise known as don't do it. It's not really worth your time. It's not that fun. I've tried. And spoon's on. So if using Edward and we get a spoon, we're happy. If we don't get a spoon, Eddie probably stays with sideline or stays unconscious. We have no alterations to the agility system, so it's going to be center character as the default. So we'll be able to anchor if we want to with slow characters, we'll anchor with fast characters. We can really just do what we want to and whatnot with anchoring. So with this setup, I'm probably going to start like thinking about the start of the game. With T Wild, that means that like going to Eblin isn't really a very good idea right away because you're not going to fight the boxes. You don't need to fight the boxes to find good stuff, you'll just find it in treasure chests. With no free on for characters, we're not going to like hop to Mist City right away to pick up characters, we're not going to go to the Watery Pass to get a character and loot. But with Kano free turned off, so that we do have a free key item, that means going to Troya, you get Bedward for a key item check, and then you get 9 boxes in the public treasury stuff. A lot of times you might only pick up 8 because the extra screen transitions can be slow. That's a pretty good start, so I'll probably do that and then go over to D.Machin from there, loot the bottom, get a hovercraft, and maybe go from there. We'll kind of see what we get, who the other character is, and that will determine a lot of what we do. So let's go ahead and get started. We are starting with Porum. We do know we have a white mage, which is nice to know and nice to have. We get Sid as a starter. Sid's nice to start with. And then we have a blue robe handing us a Luca key. So even if we forget to warp glitch, we don't have to worry about the Luca key. That's cool. But a blue robe means that is either Water Hag or that is the Gauntlet. And we won't know until we do get a Baron key, and we might not have to get a Baron key ever. It does block 2 key items, that Baron key, plus a character check. And we do have 2 characters to find, so like it could be necessary. Who knows? Let's fly up and go over to Troya. We'll go get our free key item, see what that is. And then we'll go loot some boxes. With Sid, we're looking to make sure that we get a bone arrow to back row him, and then Rune Axe or Ogre Axe are the preferred axes. There's a Sand Ruby, so we're going to do that check real soon. Let's see if that is a Fusia or an Edge. Fusia because he's the character that we need to get, and Edge because we would love to see an Edge in this flag set. Here we'll pick up the 1 in the pot. And then go over and get 8 more boxes here. If you do get trapped in because you encounter a full inventory, you can just walk over the tile here and it always opens up. And there is a tile in each of these spots. Arty arrows are cool. Ninja hat's nice for extra agility and some good defense. And a guide drum is good offense. Early, very happy with the stuff we found there. we are not on Neki, so we start with those things. We do need to find ourselves a bow. I'm gonna loot a place that I don't normally ever go to because it takes forever, but we're here and why not? If you don't know that there are 4 hidden treasure chests in the back of Troya, well, here's how you get to them. I'm gonna go through the water. Then pick up 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice, Avenger was worth it. Bandana is also really good for Sid. We still need a bow. We don't really have enough that is good to sell, so I'm not going to bother looking at the shops yet, because it will just make me feel sad. With that sand ruby, let's go ahead and deviate from my initial plan and go pick up a character. Also gives me an opportunity to loot the 1 chest in here. Get a nice illusion for Blink, and then we pick up another twin. So nice. Now we get Palm, so we now have a person who can learn Warp eventually. He learns at like 28 or something, so it's kind of far down, but gives us a good goal to get towards. I will look in the item shop here, see what we get. Leviathan and Sylph and Ethers, that's some good stuff. I'm not going to bother with the other 2 shops. Again, can't really afford stuff, want to keep that Avenger around. And with the Gaia Drum and what I'm probably picking up out of both the Damsian Castle in the basement, and I'll do Antlion next. We'll be able to handle Antlion and Hobbs pretty easily, I believe. Okay, Ninja Sword's cool, more bandana. Yeah, more J-items with that Stardust. Odin is good selling. Odin is not really worth using very often. It has effectively a coin flip mechanic that after it determines if it's going to work, then it flips another coin. So it determines whether or not you hit stuff to kill things, and then it does another coin flip at the end and say, well, do I really work or not? Which means it is only as good ever as a 50-50 shot to work. So it's a little rough. We'll get our hovercraft. If I didn't have the rat tail objective, I probably wouldn't be opening this up, but I will anyway. But also T-Wild means that's a good quick looting spot, and that's a good way to get out of it and then back over to Airline. I should have very little trouble defeating with both a Stardust item and a Gaia Drum. I'd still really like to find a bow. There's a second Avenger. So now I can probably sell one pretty easily. And we can do a little more shopping in a bit. Rest in peace, Jimmy Carter. Silent Staff for Porm is pretty good. Let's do a little equipping. We'll give her a Silent Staff. We'll give her... We'll probably give Sid the Ninja Hat. I don't really have a whole lot else. I'm not going to bother equipping him with that. And change... yeah, we got that for you. Well, we can give Porm that. I want the kids in the back row. I'll move Palom up there. Okay. Actually, there is a very good reason to change what I just did. I was just thinking about that. Let's give Palom the Ninja Hat so he has more agility. We're going to put him in the middle. Then we're going to bluff and twin. Palom should now go first. He would go first anyway because Palom is fairly slow. This will keep him going first early. Okay, and we get Dark Imps. Comet's gonna kill. Palom's got level 2 spells now too, or at least one of them, so we're pretty ready to go. And we got our Magma Key. So now with the Magma Key, we are very much looking to get underground pretty soon. We're still going to do Hobbs, so we get another character. We get a little more experience that way too, but we're going to be very interested in trying to find sirens and doing a couple of them probably to get Palom Quake. And also Warp for Dwarf Castle. Do a quick save just in case. There really shouldn't be that much that's scary here. I have used that Sand Ruby, so let's go ahead and mark that off. We get Rydia. Rydia is going to be a fine person to anchor the team, I think. The reason we're doing the bluff into twin is that based on how twin works and how things happen, you can set it up so that if you bluff, it will take effect and you'll actually use Palom's wisdom for twin. So we'll add 15 to his black magic stat, and then we'll use his black magic stat to cast it. It's very nice and efficient. And you get lots of good stuff out of it, so it's kind of why we're doing that way. Let's go underground. We'll go to, let's check shops here, because now we have an Avenger to sell. We could like go buy that Leviathan summon, but not really care. Get rid of a lot of stuff. I don't need so much of this. I don't need that Avenger. I don't need staff. I don't need short. We don't need these leather hats. I don't really need a silver apple. I'll buy one archer bow just to back row. No, it's not really what I want. Don't need anything there. And then Bahamut's cool, but I still just gonna not care about Rydia right now. But we can make a note that Bahamut is there in Mysidia. And maybe buy that later. But we have other stuff on the list. Let's buy some Cure 3s. Elixirs are there and nice, but they're way too expensive to purchase most of the time. Ribbon is cool, but I'm not gonna buy one. We'll take more Arty arrows. Go back up to Troya after we drop the Magma Key. Oh, we can also do a cheeky little door grind too, which is something that maybe we go do. We make sure that Rydia is in the middle slot. We slow it down to like battle speed 3, and we can make sure Palom has a Star Veil up. Actually, that would be, we should have how many Star Veils? Item, we have 4. Yeah, let's go do that. So, Rydia, go in the middle. Status, you're at 9, you're at 12, yeah, you're 4, good. Let's custom, let's move that to 3 just to make sure that this should work. But if you have early underground access and you have an early Luke key, you don't need sirens in order to get some good stuff going. Do that quick save there just to make sure that nothing horrible happens. We will drop the magma key. Note that we've dropped it down the well. We have used the Luca key, so we don't need to have that there. And then we will walk here to a door. Turn the door on. Perfect. And then I can move stuff around a little bit. Well, we get a bunch of XP. I think one more should get Palom Quake. Turn counters off. Turn counters back on. Poor Porm, we'll get it back up. We don't care about Sid though, so if he gets, I'll get it here. Okay, we don't get it back up, that's fine. Porm already learned Zerk, so that's like one of our most important things for a while. Okay, Palom's a little bit short of warp, but that's fine. That gives us plenty of damage to handle so many things very quickly in the overworld, so we can go do that stuff. We're going to go now to the Fey March. Gonna ignore all of the boxes until we get onto the nice wooden tiles, and we can open them again. I just don't want to deal with fighting the Myad. And I don't really need most of the boxes here anyway, so we're gonna open that one, Good, we found an exit. Get some good money there. Green Spear, so yeah, we're very happy to see a cane. Dwarfax, nice. We get a nice anchoring for Sid. Back row, him and Cecil and Kane. Very easily with that one weapon. And a white shirt for Porum. Good stuff. Let's go see what stuff we can buy. Not gonna buy a white shirt when you're handing them out for free. Rune X is good. I don't know if I really want to buy it though. Let's sell the Charm Heart because it's bad. We're gonna sell Darkness Arrows because I don't really want them in my inventory. Everything else we're pretty good with. I think the Rune Axe is a little expensive when we have Quake online already. Don't remember if I'm moving my battle speed down to 1, so we'll go check that soon. We will buy some silk webs, and that's it. Yeah, put that battle speed back to 1 for me, because I don't need it to be slower. And actually, like, I've played the game so much that I'm used to it being at 1, and my timing is off when it's not there. Okay, we're not going to do that Fey March for a long time. The turtle's pretty gross there, and Ruby is pretty bad. No one's going to survive. We can just exit here. So now we're going to do Sheila 1. We're going to set up the bonk, or go visit Yang in the Sylph house. Go do Sheila 1, and then, or we'll do the defense first, and then Sheila 1. Because just in case the defense has the pan, we want to hold off on that. It does mean we're going to have to knock Rydia over, but that's not too big of a deal. Don't open any boxes, because any box that's within here can be a Mayab, so we're not going to suddenly find monsters in something that we don't open. So visit the Sylphs, do the bonk. Let's fly over to Fabul. We'll get a free heal from the fight. You can also check, because of my levels and stuff, I'm not worried at all about missing out on this. Ice Claw is cool to know. We've seen, oh, Charm Rod. I probably should buy that. We can very easily find a Stardust Rod in a box somewhere, but let's pick up that Charm Rod. Let's equip Sid with that and just back row him for a bit, and then Orm can pick up a white shirt. We'll leave Rydia as the anchor. We'll move Pound there. So it means we're going to start this fight off with Sid making Rydia take a nap. Okay, there's Bacchus Wines. Let's pick up like 6 of them, I think. It should be fine. I do want to save money for some other stuff. The Bacchus Wine are real strong. Baigan is a great person to see here. Wait, we'll just finish this out. Bonk, bonk. Let's see, I don't need this right up top. We will get a heal after too, which is kind of annoying. We'll have to knock Rydia over again. It's a little obnoxious to keep an anchor early on because of all the tipping over you have to do for someone. We get a package, so that could be a Fu or a Rosa. Visit Sheila, see what she's got for us. Oh, we got an Adamant Rock. Nice. Okay, we're very happy to see Edge with that Mura. So we now have a Mura and a Masa. Double Masa is better than any other combination of swords, pretty much. But content to have Mura and Masa. Oh, we don't have a Masa, we have got a Ninja. More arty arrows. We get a cursed ring. That's fantastic. We can now let Rydia get levels if we want. We're gonna still not. We can always curse Sid as an anchor. Let's check out and see who's at the package. If it's Fu, we take him. Like we just do it immediately. If it's Rosa, we maybe wait. Is the package a little slow? We don't really need Rosa right now. It's Edward, so we're gonna reset. Hi, buddy, you stay right there. You have a good life forever. We are going to go do ordeals. Not a whole lot of reason why we wouldn't want to. It'll be pretty fast to do. Gonna kind of not open a lot of boxes. Knowing that we have that cursed ring means that we can really start setting some stuff up. Alum can carry a lot of things for us right now, so we can absolutely set up a grind. Just need to find Tella a darkness crystal. This is kind of gross. That's not who you wanted to do that to. Black. I don't remember if this goes through here or not. We'll find out very soon. If this doesn't go through and deal good damage, okay. I guess we're gonna learn some levels, and that's okay. We do want to make sure she gets knocked out soon now. But Horn being out is also fine. Let's change. Get Mylon Z, he's gonna be free and easy. Let's bluff and fight. We can fire 2 and probably cure 3. You don't want to quake Mylon Z because he is not quakeable. It doesn't look like it, but he's actually flying. But he is very weak to fire 2. And he is a zombie, or undead, so curative things do good damage to him. And we're through. And we'll get a full heal before and after this fight as well. We got a Baron key, which is pretty perfect. Lester is a nice person to see here. I mean, anyone's fine because we've got the team that we've got. Let's bluff. Rather, we're gonna have to curse Rydia now, and then we will virus. We'll do the trick. We didn't actually have to knock Rydia over there because that spot actually gives no XP, and I wasn't thinking about it correctly. The only time that spot will give XP is if you have the Alt Gauntlet on and it is there. Because the Alt Gauntlet is always standard fights that you just can't run from. So you'll always get the XP from Alt Gauntlet wherever it is. Normal Gauntlet would be changed to no XP, and no other fight gives XP there, just like the King-Queen spot and the hook route. But now we've got our got a Baron key, so we'll be very happy to go to Baron Town. The main reason why I didn't like instantly loot there is because there isn't that many places to loot. Although there's not a bad amount. It's fairly dense. And I want to, if possible, reduce travel time to places, or reduce going to places multiple times. So we are going to now do Baron, and we can do all of Baron except the not going to hook up or do the underground probably, or the basement throne. That's probably a little bit beyond our ability at the moment. Dragoon Shield's kind of nice to see, and I do have a Baron key, so I can open the shop. See what's here. Defense swords, cool. I'm not going to buy any of that stuff. Let's do our equipping. I want to give you the curse ring, and then we'll change. And then we get Tella. Get an Earth Hammer. That's a good upgrade for Sid. So Tella, now that we've done Ordeals, has all the spells, which is cool beans. Rita can pick up a little more XP as a treat here. We also might be able to knock her over. So it'll be able to do it. And then Palom will finish off the bombs. The bombs might have finished her off too. Yeah. But we could be in a little trouble here. Does Palom live? Yes. No. I have mismanaged this fight horribly. We have to make the next fight very interesting. Sid should be able to get through it just fine though. It doesn't give XP, so it doesn't matter. Let's get people up. Yeah, and that thing I said about oh, that was about Wyvern being dangerous here? Yeah. I really want to be able to get somebody going. Come on, don't hit porn. Come on, game. Are you kidding me? Come on. Just brutal. Let's see if we can get a Silk Whip off. That will help a lot, actually. Okay. Oh, we can't get a Silk Whip off. Okay, let's reset. We're probably pretty far back. So we now get to redo a lot of stuff. That's fun. But that is overconfidence for you. Let's take a look at this shop while we're here. No, we haven't done it yet. Strength things are cool, but not worth buying. Masamunes are cool too, but not worth buying when we don't have an edge. Let's pick up a few Star Veils and Life Pots. I have stuff that I want to sell, probably, but... So we'll go through that a second time, and we'll go much better, and I'll explain why. Hey, there's a Stardust Rod. There are multiple things that went very poorly in that Wyvern fight. One of the things is, that spot is really slow. Normally. But when we use the Cursed Ring, we equalized everything. So that means that boss spot is actually relatively much faster than it normally is. Let's equip you with that Stardust Rod that we just picked up. Everything else is fine. We're going to continue not opening boxes here. So when we did that, and what I talked about with the fact that Witchburn or Wyvern can be brutal because it just goes straight into the nuking and there's no time to set up. I went into that fight with only half my characters up. We instantly were getting nuked. But this is going to make such a difference when Radia, we don't have to worry about cursing anybody. And we can know what's happening going in. We can make some different, better choices about what's going on. You know, we'll change the fight dramatically. Form, we can switch. I'm just going to virus here. Oh, I think I Q2'd myself and not the enemy. It's fine. Don't really care if Sid's dead. Virus and it's over. And so because that Baron and 2 spot is so slow, you can trick yourself into thinking that anchoring with a slow person is a good idea there, and sometimes it's just not, because it is a fairly strong spot. And the wrong boss, as you saw, can absolutely wreck you. It didn't help that I mismanaged the fight before as well. So we kind of had to pay for that. But that's just a good example of how overconfidence and poor play can really wreck you. I'm not even, when we go back, I'm not going to go back in and have it set up so that I would be able to kill Wyvern very quickly. With because we have already arrows. But I'm not going to have them ready on purpose. But Rydia is now correctly still at level 1. The main reason we're saving her is we are thinking about doing a slingshot. I might do D.Machins. I know we saw Ether 1s for sale somewhere. I think we have an Ether 2 in the inventory. We've got a bunch of key items already. And it's a little bit of a different grind that I don't think has come up very often in some of our other, and won't come up very often in some of our other introductory things. So if it shows up, it'll be good to do. and part of the D.Machin Grind is thinking about whether or not it is worth it and is a good idea. And here we have picked up 3 mages, 2 of them nukers, very, very early. We're in a good position to keep Rydia down to 6 slingshots. We have good gear for them too already. Let's save this time. And custom, yeah, we're back on VS1. So, we know what's coming. The only reason we're doing any change here is to just not have the only change we're making is that one. And what you should do most of the time anyway going into this. I don't remember what was here. Oh, there's nothing. Any other of these, if I remember correctly? Yeah. There was an Earth Hammer that we'll pick up. But we will manage this fight much better. Will also turn into managing the other fight much more handily. You should not anchor with a slow person in this fight, or for this set of fights. That's going, we'll equip that Earth Hammer. Mom Bomb has had enough damage now that Mom Bomb will explode, which will take care of our Rydia problem. It isn't really a problem per se, just we don't have to now worry about her XP. We wait until the hand goes to all of them, and then we'll get that going. We're gonna even move these RD arrows down. Tried to move the other ones down, didn't quite get there. We might think about knocking Porn over at some point soon too. And now you see that we have time. We're gonna get the Quake off, we're gonna get an attack off. Porn doesn't have to do anything. And much easier fight. And all because of an anchoring change. A little bit because I thought about stuff a bit better. But mostly entirely because of the anchoring change. Now we know we've got, we do have a full heal, so we do have Rydia back up. It's a little unfortunate. We've seen Val, we've seen whatchamacallit, Wyvern. So 2 of the big things on the throne that you don't want to see, we've already kind of taken care of. So I'm pretty comfy not saving going in. Both Val and Wyvern on the Baron throne are pretty gross. Val gets a lot of defense there and hits hard enough. And she's actually a threat for a shockingly long time. Wyvern can always be a threat. The last main threat is going to be Golbez. But we will have time to make sure that Rydia is down for that fight. And here we know we're either fighting the Alt Gauntlet or we're fighting Water Hag. Alt Gauntlet's a little obnoxious, but we'll be okay. We do have Palom in the right spot. We are fast anchored, so that is the thing to remember. Or we're anchored not perfectly. That's just Water Hag, so we can virus, we can fight. Okay, size 1. And then this fight's over. Since it's a T Wild, you could very reasonably loot most or all of this castle. But we're not going to bother with that. I'm gonna move stuff down a little bit in the inventory, but we are going to loot a little bit. We're going to loot the 3 boxes you can see here on this screen. This T Wild has some good stuff possibly. Not unhappy to see that defense sword if we find a replacement for Sid here. And frankly, I would love to see. Palin's got this fight gold, which will be a trend for a while. Move stuff, moving things like the package and twin art down are great because you don't actually need to ever select them. I think just the virus here does it. We will get real fought. Oh well. Was not quite a bad enough dude to do with just the virus. I think it's close though. There's only like 4,000 HP here. The last form gets more than any other form. But I am a little bit off in my numbers. It does get good magic defense though. That's part of why those did not work the way I thought they would. See, do we get Fu? Do we get Yang, who is kind of a Sid replacement? But we don't really need to. The main reason why we want Yang is for ice. Apologies. For the ice claw that we know we saw in a shop but I didn't write down. But also, unless we are very unlucky, we'll get a Darkness Crystal soonish. Yeah, after this, we're going to head to Dwarf Castle. More arty arrows. We will check out the basement real fast. We're not going to bother healing because the odds of us taking this fight are very small. I just want to know who's here. We're going to do a little information gathering. And that's why the quick save there, and then we'll go check out who's at the basement. King Queen is about the only thing that we'd probably fight. Maybe one or both of the guards fights. Although I don't think I fight either of them now. I would tent and then go back and do it. Octomom is doable. We do have a Moonveil. So that fight is not unrealistic to do. We're just going to do it in a bit. So I could use the Dwarf Pot. And heal up that way, but I don't really want to keep knocking Rydia over, and I'm only down a little bit of HP, not too much, and not too much MP, so we don't need to do anything else. And frankly, these spots are a little gross. Let's move you to there. We can keep anchoring this way, unless this first fight is the Gauntlet. But we probably even can still fight it that way too. Okay. It is Yang. This is fine. This first Dwarf Castle spot is also on the slower side, which is why we're anchoring this way, and the second spot isn't really a threat most of the time. I think we've taken care of most or all of the things that could really be threats there. So we're fine continuing on our anchoring strategy. Let's burst Sid. Looking like Caskier 3, I guess. He won't do a great job of it, but he'll do enough. Them acting gets me buffers to get into menus and whatnot. Porum will cure 2 herself, and then we'll want to blink her probably with Tella's next turn. But this fight's pretty much over anyway. I don't think I really even need this blink for a couple of reasons. One of them was that. The other one is I actually kind of want Porum to be unconscious soon, unless we forget Rosa. We've already fought Val too, which is an important consideration when you're thinking about your team. I know I said Zerkers are great, but we're also at a position where we don't probably need them. We're going to be very strong. There's Fu. Okay. Objective complete. Goodbye, Sid. We don't want your stuff. Let's quake these guards and get out of here. Fu is nearly full power. Yeah, we have multiple Ether 2s. Yeah, we're in a good spot. We don't really need Tele either. We'll probably just pick somebody up off the moon when we get ready to go do that. But that does mean we have gotten Fu, we've rescued Hobbs, we've done the Antlion. So we need Rat Tail, Earth Crystal. We need to do Rat Tail, Earth Crystal, or find Rosa. One of those three, and also get a Darkness Crystal. So let's go pick up that. We get Amasa, and then we will warp. It's the warp glitch. We've already gotten the thing out of Dwarf Castle. There's our Darkness Crystal. That is possibly go mode. So you could just exit from here. I forgot to do shopping, so I'm gonna go shop just a little bit. Yeah, that's 4, 8, 9 key items, which is an important thing to realize. I don't really need those. This one's kind of neat. Rydia can wear it. Catclaw, Thunderclaw. Like, we could think about picking up Yang, but we probably don't. I do kind of want one more key item. Oh, I need a key item possibly too. Let's go raise the whale, see who's up there. I'm gonna find the D.Machin chart. Which is on the wiki. You can find, if you just look for D.Machin or D.Machin, we'll be able to find the step chart and some explanatory stuff for the D.Machin grind. But it'll be a very good, it's a good grind to know, even if it is very often turned off or in some way disincentivized because it's very strong when you get to when tournaments happen. The people, we like to, in general, it is nice to have flag sets play very differently and emphasize different things. That's Sassel. He's really strong. We don't need Tella. We'll be able to get weak with Fu. Let's pick up the boy. We'll get him, we'll go back. We still need Rosa. We still need key items, we're not gonna go yet. We could, if you want to take a big gamble, go straight to Masa and do stuff there. But we are going to do a couple of checks back on the blue planet. We want to go, the Octomam fight is very straightforward now. We can put you in the middle, or you there. You there. We're actually going to set up that Cecil in a couple of ways to be fantastic for this. We're going to abuse cover just a skosh. Because we have that moon veil. Good, everybody is now there. So we're gonna set Cecil up. Cecil can pick up the defense sword. Actually, we can give him the dwarf axe real fast. And then, I guess I don't have a hat for you right now. That's fine. You can have that, and then you can have the defense sword. You can take off that bandana. Give that to Cecil. Good, good. And then we will make sure that our moon veil is up near the top. So Octomam only attacks with physical attacks. Moon Veil gives you the longest lasting wall you can get, as well as the barrier status, which is like Blink but better. Cecil will not be hit by physical attacks. Cecil auto covers people that are in critical HP. If we get that Moon Veil up, that means Cecil can't be hit and always covers people. The only trick is that you can't defend with him. You'll have, and you can't Zerk him because either of those will take away its ability to cover. Happily, we don't really care. We can just go to town with other spells. This will finish off Baron totally for me. Have done that. Okay, we have weak already. We've got lit 3, so you can do that. This fight is totally free now. This will also get Fu all the rest of his spells, so we'll have Nuke after this. We could think about going to do the Fate March. Also gets a lot of levels. Love to see a key item. Don't hate an arty bow. It's good agility manip, it's good attack stuff. I guess I should be looking at shops for the past too. That's something I haven't been doing. We can do top of tower next. think is pretty reasonable, and then ferret that into the Fey March. If I were in a race, I would just be D.Machining now, even at 9 key items. But it's not a race, so we're gonna go look for 10. And possibly a go mode. But our go mode can very well be at the Masamune Alto right now. And so in a race, you would be, or if you're trying to complete a seed as fast as possible, you would be thinking, that's a thing I have to do, which is always like where you want to be. And it's a thing that can give me the rest of my go mode. It can be a hook, which can get you a Rosa. It can be the Earth Crystal, which could also get you a Rosa. Like, there could be a lot there. We're gonna just see who's here. We'll probably find doing it. As is, we can just heal Cecil a little bit, and that's all we'll need. This is elements, so this is perfectly fine. Absolutely a perfect, delightful fight to find here. There's a lot of HP here, but we're going to cut it in half because we're going to reflect kill elements. Well, actually, this could be Ruby too. We don't know which one it is because we just saw the Ruby form, so this will also tell us. Okay, so it is elements. We can just Star Veil. Let's bluff you. Fire 3. Gonna bounce this cure, and then using his weapon as an item will keep him covering. There we get a few more levels, which is nice, and a defense sword, which is less nice, but is okay. I guess we're gonna just make everyone happy and do the Twin Harp next. We do get a heal before and after. One thing that I haven't been doing well is like making sure Porum is unconscious so that we can get a slingshot on her, but it's not a big deal. Slinging Rydia is good enough. And then at the Z fight, we'll curse Fu to be our anchor. We also go back and like pick up Tella or somebody too. And if you're thinking about racing and thinking in terms of saving time, you would save at the bottom before you went up so that when that didn't pay out like it did this time, you just reset and you don't worry about the experience because it's not worth the time to walk it out. But we're just walking out because why not? We're having a good, fun, casual run. You don't need to think about that stuff all the time. You can just play the game and enjoy yourself. We will save here. I'll remember to reset out if this isn't anything. But this is an even more obnoxious walkout than that one is to me. Even though you get to just exit the transition into the Black Chocobo and all the other stuff, I find more obnoxious than just walking out of Lower Bevel, which takes a while, but it's just autopilot. Where for some reason the multimodal travel of an exit, a Black Chocobo, and then walking down is enough for me to be like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to save and reset. Hopefully we get a good harp tune. Here, our magic is not going to be terribly effective, so we're actually going to switch our party order just a little bit. So Pal goes first to knock over Rydia. Yeah, Fu is going to be the one who does something here. As soon as Fu dies, we get our perished and we see fewer spells. So we just saw 1 from Fu rather than like 3 or 4. Get through that cutscene a little bit faster. And easy peasy. Plague holds no threat. And do we get our 10th key item? We do. Not necessarily go mode, but definitely go fast mode. That should be 10 if I can count right. No, that is 9. Track. Yeah, so we still need 1 more. I definitely shouldn't have been looking. I should have just gone. But we can now go do that. See if that gets me another key item. Oh, let's do a little bit of looking in the shops. I don't think the basic kit gives throat rages. Yeah, okay. Let's also sell some stuff. We wouldn't hate a little bit of better armor for Cecil. Like, Ninja Hat's cool and Aegis Shield is not bad, but I don't really care about either of those. None of those are super important. A mute, if we had a ninja, we had our edge, would be cool, but we don't, so not gonna worry about it. No pass here, but let's sell a couple things. I don't need a silver hammer. I don't need a flame spear. I don't need that. I don't need this anymore. I don't need that, and I don't need that. We don't want darkness arrows, and I don't need. There's something else I saw that I didn't want. That's Stardust item. Okay. None of that stuff is interesting or necessary, and I don't want it in my inventory. Hourglass 3s are expensive, but I guess we can buy a couple just in case something awful happens, and then we're going to make sure tower key's at top. And let's go do tower. So this is also a very typical play, kind of style of play for a lot of people is to never moon. Some people really, really like to never go to the moon unless they absolutely have to. You should absolutely feel comfortable with that, especially early to do that. There are some mathematical reasons for key items why, even though there are lots of spots on the moon, fewer things are going to be up there in terms of your key items anyway. And so some people will look for their, oh, I have go mode, except for the moon, except for whatever it is that I know I need to do on the moon, and we'll kind of delay stuff there. You totally feel free playing that way. Okay, this is fine. I think we can get that off. No, we didn't. Okay, well, no matter. This fight isn't scary enough to worry about it. I think Venom from Pal would have been correct. I also forgot that Cecil had the Avenger on, so... Oh, let's just nuke you. We don't need an arty bow, and we don't need arty arrows up top. We don't need those defense swords. Those are fine. Okay. Alan's helping. So tower key is done. We're never doing the package. And then adamant rock isn't anything useful yet. It could eventually be, I think, an Excalibur in this flag set. Come on, give me Earth Crystal. Or Hook. I mean, I guess I'll take that. Okay. Now the question is, let's just go to the moon. Go to the moon. How bad can the Murasame altar, or the Masamune altar be? We're gonna do that, hopefully without grinding. It could be pretty bad. Like, if this is an all gauntlet, it's gonna be real bad. But I feel like it is time to just go do it. Maybe get a key item out of it. I really don't want to do the Fey March. The turtle is mean enough there. I don't really want to do Ruby at Asura, even though it's doable. It's just gonna be awful. Like, neither of them are not doable. We can absolutely do both of those fights right now. I am uninterested in doing either of those fights ever. So we're just gonna like not do it. Maybe if I had Thor Ridges, it would make the turtle a little more doable. It'd slow the battle speed down. It could do a few things there. That would make it fine. But I am just pretty thoroughly uninterested in doing the fight, so we're just gonna not do the fight. Cecil with the Excal, and now that we have Avengers 2, and he's got Zeus Gauntlets, is pretty strong. We can probably, if there's a not insignificant chance that I could just Moonveil him, Zerk him with the Avenger, and just let only him survive. Non-zero chance of that. Definitely plausible. Not necessarily likely. Possible. How do we want this party order? We want Cecil there. We probably want Fu there. I think that's fine. Cecil to cover early, and or throw a Moonveil up if we want that. Fu, because he's possibly going to be most of our damage here. Okay, this is a great fight for this. Riddy's gonna go down, everyone else is fine and happy. We have our Hourglass 3s for the second phase. I don't really need these cures, probably. Now we got the me change, so now we can just toss stop on them. I could, pour him. Like I could throw a weak out, but it's not really gonna matter. We'll gain a bunch of levels. We get a Zeus Gauntlet. Okay. So, not an objective we needed to do, something we could have waited on, and that's fine. We also do have a walk. The other reason to have delayed that, if you're thinking about routing and stuff, is that we haven't found a pass yet. I haven't really been looking for it, but we haven't found it. And that means that we're gonna either have to search for it more. So we've got a couple of shops we haven't looked at. I have to look at those. Equip you back with Excalibur. Let's move that Zeus Gauntlet down. Let's do more fights here at the moon. This is one of those fights where, yeah, we're just gonna Moonveil Cecil. And hope we've got the Jews, actually. I think we have the Silk Web, which will help. Good. Keep attacking Cecil. That's what we need you to do as long as possible. We want at least one more nuke, maybe two out of food. We can. And Cecil getting hit with both of those stones is kind of bad. But I think we're through at this point. We've gotten some good extra damage out of Fu. And there we go. And that is what I was saying earlier about just let Cecil cook. That's why sometimes you just let Cecil cook. And we get a hook, we get a legend sword, so there's our key items. That is entirely plausibly Rosa. So let's get out of here. We'll get our levels. And we are going to do that D.Machin I talked about. But we want to go back, check and see if that's Rosa at the hook. Could be Edge, which maybe we don't D.Machin and we just go with the team pretty much as is. Cecil Edge can do a lot of things, and we've got what, a Masa and a Mura and another. Like, we've got stuff for him. He'd be pretty solid. We could even think about Kane and do Zerkers that way. We also just triple nuke with those two boys too. Like, there's a lot of options. Depending on how I want to approach the Z fight. But if I was in a race when I was at 8 key items and had probable go mode, or at least like, hey, we're good enough, let's go get levels, I would have done a quick D.Machin to get Rydia to nuke. Stopped it there, especially once we hit Cecil, because we'd sling Cecil and Rydia. And then have done the moon kind of like we did. It'd be a little bit different though. That evil wall would be pretty nasty. That's another Palom who we cannot take. So let's just go back up to the moon. We'll at least do this spot while we're here. Let's get you back up and you back up. Form can stay down. We don't need her. Take that Avenger off of you. Move this way down. Toss Cure 2s on you. Is Porum 5 behind yet? Not quite yet, but soon. We're setting up the slingshot on Porum. We're not doing this fight. That is the Alt Gauntlet. Not happening. Far too long and obnoxious to deal with. Would think about it maybe if I bought those coffins at Dwarf, but I didn't, so we're just gonna not. We should be fine to do White Spear Altar, or Crystal Sword Altar. And then if that isn't go mode, we are running out of things. Like Rat Tail gets go, Earth Crystal gets go, Pan probably is go, Pink Tail isn't go, Spoon isn't go. Here we're going to switch to Artie and Bacchus. And we're just going to blink Cecil. Going to hope this illusion, no, that do not have that illusion anymore. Okay, so we'll just virus, but we should be fine now. Artie very strong. Pale Doom is a dragon. Using all that XP coming in. That's a pink tail. That is not the tail we were looking for. We're gonna keep 3-personing this this here moon. Oh, we're going to equip you back with your X-Cal. Gonna move that down and grab a tent. We'll go fight this fight. Like, we need the D.Machin less and less and less and less as we keep doing stuff. That is not the D.Machin because we're getting lots of XP. But we'll probably still do it just to show it off. But the tactically good decision would have been to do the D.Machin a long time ago at this point. As we absolutely avenge this fight, Leviathan is not that scary. We can cure 4 with Fu. And then crit 3 with Palom. Levy is only normally weak and not super weak. So this won't do like incredible damage, but it'll do solid stuff. And then nuke because it's fast. Cannot believe you targeted Palom twice. You jerk. You monster. Even. You see, monster. Of course, Palom gets revenge. Aw, apple. Okay, so other than the gauntlet down at the bottom, which hopefully we don't have to do. Let's exit out. Let's go visit Cave Value. Finish clearing up the moon. Now, it would be very rude of the game to hide Rosa on Edzot and Zot having the rat tail and that gauntlet having the earth crystal. It would be very rude. We have seen our dupe, so Rosa Edzot is not unrealistic. Antlion is kind of gross. But that does mean that we are going to switch from that to a defense sword. Do I have anything better for you? No. Actually, yes. Cecil can wear a white shirt. White shirts have good defense. This is a very This is a boss with a lot of physical attack. We're going to nuke it. You cover, ow. Ow. Okay, I guess we're not gonna nuke it. I was not expecting back row white shirt Cecil to take quite that much damage. Okay, that's a little bit better, but we still need to blink. And I should have, do I still have silk webs? Yeah. Oh, we've got an illusion there. Okay, much better. Silk web will help. We'll nuke. We'll quake. We'll get through this. Holy goodness. We might have to switch Cecil to attack mode soon, but we've just got a little bit of time. Nope, that was not a spell I wanted to cast there. Supposed to be something very different. We can use our last ether. Doing this all to avoid the counterattacks from Lion, which aren't that strong here, but just overall as a thing are kind of brutal. And we're through the fight. And that's a white spear. So we are down to not very appealing options for how to get through the rest of this. So let's go and rest up, and we'll go to the giant, and we'll do a D.Machin, and we'll get lots of levels. We'll contemplate just finishing the giant, but I don't think that is correct overall. So the D.Machin, we're going to go into the giant. We're going to save at the save point. We're going to reset the game. Then we're going to walk in a specific manner on that save room, checking the tiles that we're walking on. When we get our first encounter, that will tell us what else we have to do in order to get the D.Machin. Sometimes it's reset and try again. Sometimes it's do a couple more counters in the same room. Sometimes it's fight the fight that you're fighting right now. What we'll do, the rest of our setup is going to be moving Blue into the center slot so he can cast a weak. We're going to move a weak up to the top. We don't really need a lot of weaks to happen, so not really a big deal here. So we're going to form, move you to, form, move you there. That seems fine. You can go there, that should be fine. Actually, I want you second. Yeah, that's good. Magic, black. Meteor is gonna, or Nuke is gonna go there, and we're gonna switch there. Magic. Black. Boop. You can have Quake up, and then you can have Virus, and then eventually they'll switch a little bit. Let's get Blink, let's get Zerk. Q2's fine, I don't really think I need much of it. Okay. So we're moving food to the center slot so that we should hit 100% of the time. We're going to take a little bit of damage now and again from the flame from the dragon, but that's okay, because you can control how often you do that. You can control when they summon, because they get summoned when you whack the attacker. Radia's got a nice little rod to do most of the work for us, so that's cool. Let's also make sure Cecil's got the right stuff. We'll give him the Excalibur. I don't need apples. Let's equip Fu with the Charm Rod, because that's going to help him a little bit. Okay. So we save. You reset. And then we go walk. Up. And then instead of straight up, you go over, and then up, and there. And you do these three. And then I forgot to actually turn encounters on, so let's go back and custom encounters on, save. Let's try that again. Oh, encounters are on. Always want your encounters to be on here. And we walk, 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 walk. Now here's where a lot of people reset, because then you have to do, you walk a little bit differently here. You just walk here in this upper part and you count. And then you say from here, the next step is 21. And then you walk here. So we're gonna do the, I'm just gonna reset and keep going until we get it on the first loop. Which I am not getting. There we go. I think that's going to be a 4. I'm pretty sure it's not the fight. Even though this looks like the fight, there's also a where it'll summon the horseman. Alright, yeah, so we are at that square. That tells me that it is the 4th fight in this area. So we're just gonna go up and we're gonna walk around. So this isn't it. And that does include the fight that you were in. That 4th one. So this isn't it, but the next one should be. Oh no, we're surprised. Let's not have you do anything. Good. Where it goes now? Okay, that's fine. That's unfortunate. We got 2 flames. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of time to heal. Even though I don't need much, I do need some. And we can't, food doesn't have that much MP that I can spend a lot of it on things that aren't getting ready to go, but we should be fine. Yeah, Radia's like never taking a turn. As Radia takes a turn. There we go. That's a much better sequence. I think you should kill. A little unfortunate. We jumped the gun on her attacking. It's going to end up being fine. We only need like 1 or 2 more. And we possibly are already done. But we're gonna go a little bit farther. Good there. Turn order's a little messy. And that's just okay. Since the fire attack is HP based, that's why we're kind of keeping a little bit closer watch on Cecil's HP than anybody else's. But this will be the last one that we do. We don't need to knock anybody over. Porum and Rydia are going to get lots of levels. Everyone else is going to get a decent amount of levels, but those two are going to get a lot. And we'll have Nuke and Holy on everyone who can learn them. And we are ready to defeat all the things. Yeah, 56 levels for Rydia. He's got a lot of levels. We can give Rydia that Charm Rod that Fu's got. Fu will get his Lunar Staff back. We'll take an Hourglass 3, I guess. So let's equip. You get that. And you keep that, and then you get that, and you actually can take off that and that. We'll give you the Sork Robe and that Diamond Ring. You can have the Diamond Ring because it's a little bit better than what you've got. We're gonna save. Let's just finish the giant, see if Rose up here. See how fast we could have actually ended the seed. You get a full heal before this fight, so that's why I didn't bother, and then this is free XP. He won't he'll do that much more than tickle here. Especially after all the levels we gained. Form can heal us up, make sure that I guess Rydia might die. But we'll get a life on her and she'll be back up. And then we'll get a speech that I don't care about. We move stuff around. And he crumbles all the way to dust like he's an old man. And somebody is being mean on the internet. There's another 200,000, so everyone just picked up 1,000,000 XP in like 7 minutes. Now granted, it would have taken longer had I not had 10 key items, because you do get the double. And like Rydia and Porum got 17, 18, or like 1.7 and 1.8 million. Let's move spells around again. I don't really need Blink that early, and there's that. And then you get Nuke, and that's all that matters. Okay, and then you also move Nuke to the correct spot. Technically, White does pretty well for you, and also Cure 4. Let's throw Cure 4 on her, and then we don't really care beyond that. And let's see if we get a Rosa. I'm gonna not bother to shop, I think. We can just Quake with Palom. Cecil's got this covered. Beyond that, the spells are gonna hurt. But it doesn't matter. There's 300k for the team, minus Fu, who doesn't need it, and Porum, who is fine also. Like, we don't need the levels. Do we get a Rosa? Show me a Rosa. No, we get a vanilla Kane. Kane, you're not joining the team. So now, because I definitely don't want to, still don't want to fight that gauntlet, we're gonna go to check out what's going on in the underground. Bye, Kane. We're also going to do a little bit of shopping, I guess. We can check out Tomra, see what they got. I don't need anything, but, you know, get the kids some better robes, which is Hallam could use a Sork robe, is about the extent of the shopping, but we will look for a pass too. If I don't have to go do that stuff, then I won't. You got a pass? You don't got a pass. You do have some cabins, so we'll buy those. Pretty sure I still had Starvale, so that would be all that matters there. Stardust Rods? Nope. Dwarf, please. Power Shirt, I guess I'll buy that for Cecil. Be a little stronger. So we are going to move that to there. That seems good. We should be fine to handle the turtle in a somewhat non-standard way now. Because we're just gonna go guns blazing. Which also means we're going to move you to get you to take that off. We will do a quick save. And I'll probably use one of those cabins that we just bought, because why not? We'll take a little bit of damage on the way. But we're going to Avenger with Cecil and then just nuke. Nuke, maybe Cure 4, but maybe Holy. We got a lot of HP. We'll have a lot of damage. A turtle is not long for this world. And then Ruby will handle with just nukes and spells. Ow. You see how effective it is to suddenly have children with nuke and a well-anchored thing. This turtle is going to go down very fast. Hiding inside the shell. Hiding inside the shell. Dead. Now this one, we get a free power shirt. That's nice. And then we get to switch you two, and also make sure that we take the Avenger off. We don't need the power shirt, and let's go over here. Somebody's gonna get glared out of existence here, and it's just gonna be okay. Because we're gonna nuke the Jesus out of Rubicant. Poor Foo. He's trying so hard. Yeah, those fights much easier when you have 60 levels on everybody, roughly. Hey, we get a pan, alright. We got a chance that we don't have to do the gauntlet. This could also just be like spoon and nothing. We're gonna find out. And if it's the gauntlet, then we'll just have done most of the game, and that'll be fun. Now we know Rosa is there, and Edge. I think those are the two characters that have to be at the Earth Crystal. And bonk. It's a rat tail. It's go mode. We don't have to do the thing. We don't have to visit Sheila again. Let's go... Nah, we don't forge. We don't need to do that. That's too silly. We will grab this. And I've checked most of the shops. I think we even checked Silvera earlier. We'll go turn in the rat tail. I don't think I actually checked the Eblin shop, so we'll go look at there. That's the pan. That's not a rat tail. That's our objectives cleared. We got a crystal. We got our earth crystal. So you do gotta go through that ruby. We're gonna turn in that pink tail, because why not? We got a dragoon spear, that's why not. But hey, we cleared up a little bit of inventory space. Let's go check and see if the hook shop does indeed possibly have our pass. I think we could. I don't think we checked the Hummingways, and I think that might be it. I wasn't paying attention for a pass other places, but I think I would have noticed it if I saw it. And it's P shop. That's what I have written down. Well, do we have a P shop? We do. P shop. Hooray! So, it is time for the select strats. We are going to keep Fu cursed. We are going to move Cecil back into the top spot. We're going to move battle speed to 3. Very important that. We're going to move Porum to the bottom slot. And then Cecil, or then Palom and Rydia interchangeable in the other spots. We'll do Palom on top, I think. Oh, Rydia can stand top. That's fine. But this is good. And then custom battle speed 3. And we're going to reflect on what's going to happen as we kill Zeromus by using wall and reflecting. I do have at least a star valve left. Okay, so let's move our crystal up. We don't need silk webs for this. We'll go ahead and give her an extra little bit of HP. Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, I got a pass. Boop. So here we are going to toss the crystal with Fu. We are going to give Cecil, have Cecil use the Star Veil. Then Porum is going to cast White at him. Palom is going to, Rydia is going to directly cast Nuke at Zeromus to nerf the first Big Bang, and it's the only Big Bang we're going to see. Somebody's going to eat a counter nuke. We don't really care who, because we have so many levels. Palom is going to bounce a spell, and then we're just going to be bouncing spells, and Cecil's going to just be like, yay, go team. And then Zeromus is going to die. So, Crystal. Starveil. The reason we go to battle speed 3 is because that's the first battle speed that you can do this relatively easily and normally without having to like run buffer everything perfectly, and it's very safe. White. Bounced. That we do that because it takes a little bit of time to cast. If we had done it sooner, it wouldn't work. Or if we had done it like a pretty move down, this initial nuke wouldn't work to damage the spell or damage the Lembrons. Heck yeah. Get nuked on, nerd. You don't have to do nothing. Cecil's like relaxing. He's got a drink in his hand. We are just nuking and holding or whiting and moving on. The reason I'm running is it's ever so slightly faster to run during the spell animations here. Not fast enough that you should care for a very long time faster enough that when you're just trying that little bit extra to push and shave like a second off of the time of the fight, you do it. But it probably doesn't even save a whole second. But it is like, I don't have anything else to do. And like messing up so that I got that can't run actually canceled out all of the benefit. This is literally a saving frames kind of thing and not saving seconds. We're gonna skip the refill because we aren't doing any direct damage past that first nuke, and Zormus does refill HP once you've done a certain amount. It's how the HP pool looks so big, but it's really not all that big. This fight's pretty much over. In fact, I think I'm done with inputs. Yeah, we've done good damage. That's why reflex shots are super safe, because you nerf that first big bang. If you have nuke on everyone, you should be fine. You should have enough HP. Like, that first big bang can only do up to 1200. The worst possible scenario is that you eat the counter nuke on somebody, and it's a high roll, and they're important to your damage plan. But I had plenty of buffer here, and then it also bounced off Cecil, so it didn't really matter. And there is Learningway did Seed completed. Did not have to fight that gauntlet. Did have to fight one part of the Fame March, because that was required. Our Rosa, our Rat Tail, and our Earth Crystal were all behind that one fight, which sometimes the game does that. We get a nice, huge amounts of required stuff to do there. Hopefully that helped explaining stuff and going through. Hopefully you've enjoyed this Learningway series. There is another one that should be coming up soon that will feature the hook route as a win game scenario. So both this flag set and that flag set should be ones that you should feel comfortable playing multiple times, and it should be fun for a while. The first flag set we did was kind of an introductory one, kind of intending you to only run it a couple of times maybe. It's why we chose static objectives for it. That they get you comfortable with stuff. This one is, hopefully now you're a little more comfortable with stuff. We'll still give you lots of power, but this should be replayable for a long time and give you interesting things to think about and play with. And the next one's going to be very focused on something that is often a tricky part of the game. It should still take not that long because it's just find the hook and do the hook route. But as you move off of forced magma seeds, it becomes a little more important to be able to handle hook routes that are a little bit rude. And it should be replayable a lot because of that, and it should be a flag set you can learn a lot from. Stuff you can do to this flag set, though, while we're here. You can move the T Wild and S Wild around, move it down to maybe like Wildish and Standard. You could feel free to take off Force Magma once you're used to some things. You could change the objective sets around, have more or fewer, change characters, maybe put on C maybe, or like a C10 so you don't see everybody. Once you get below like C7 to where there's 7 or 8 distinct characters, then it starts getting pretty hard with frequency. And so that can be a good way to learn. C maybe can also do interesting things to you. So there's a lot of small things you can do to kind of change difficulty for you. If you move to T Wildish, you want to take a look at the wiki and check out the wildish curbs kind of tell you where to loot, where you can get better stuff, because the wild and standard loots just randomly distribute stuff. There is no, this place is a little bit better in terms of actual loot. It's only better in terms of time and how many boxes you have easy access to, but each box is the same chance to do stuff. But T Pro and T Wildish kind of say, oh, this is a place that is a little bit out of the way, which means that like there's no real good reason to be here, or this is dangerous because you can get monsters in a box. So we're going to increase the loot level here a little bit because you might have to reset, or it's a little bit dangerous there, or if it's gated behind key items. So like loot underground, even in Dwarf Castle, is better than like the loot at Antline, in general. And the loot at Evelyn Castle is fairly good. The loot at Watery Pass is okay. There's a decent bit of it, but it's like it's out of the way because you don't have a reason to go there really. But you can get some nice stuff. So you kind of learn a little bit of that if you turn on T Wildish, and then S Standard kind of limits your purchasing power a decent bit. You still get good stuff, but you don't get great stuff. Like you can absolutely deal with the seed on S Standard and not feel hamstrung. You will not feel strong though. Like you're not going to find Avengers, you're not going to find crystal swords or dragoon spears. Like you'll find ninja swords, you'll find a light sword, you'll find a Gungnir, which are perfectly reasonable weapons that do a couple thousand points of damage at the end of the game, but don't let you walk over the seed. So, you know, feel free to play around with that stuff, have fun, and hope you're enjoying this Learningway series. And as always, come into the Discord if you have questions. We are happy to answer them. Newbie's Corner is a great place. The wiki, which I'll try to remember to link to in the video, is another great place to do a lot of self-learning. And of course, this Learningway page at info.tella.life/learningway. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.